Hey guys, and like I promised last week, I would give you the fourth comic book origin episode. And this time, I've decided to do it on one of DC's best and most powerful villains. I'm talking about Doomsday. Doomsday is one of the only beings in the DC universe that has managed to kill Superman. And he's also my favorite DC villain. Now, Doomsday has had many different, variations and adaptations. But I'm focusing on the origins from Superman Man of Steel number 17. And it basically starts... it turns out Doomsday is actually Kryptonian that was born thousands of years on Krypton before Kryptonians had evolved. His creator was a scientist named Bertron who was obsessed with trying to create a being that could defy even death itself. So he created this being. Each time he created a being, he would throw it out into the Kryptonian wilderness, whether it would either be killed by the inhabitants of Krypton or by the natural elements. But each time that this creature died, Bertron would bring it back stronger and more intelligent. And it would not be able to die the same way twice. Over a while, this creature got evolved enough to the point where it managed to kill its creator and destroy its lab. With his last dying breath, his final thoughts were how he had successfully created a being that could defy death. This creature, now known as Doomsday, found his way to a rocket that took him across the galaxy, which would eventually give him confrontations against both Darkseid and the Green Lantern Corps. But Doomsday actually made his way to a planet called Calaton, where he caused so much destruction the people of Calaton created a being of pure energy to try and defeat him, called the Radiant. When the Radiant managed to defeat and kill Doomsday, the beings of Calaton put him into a containment suit and shipped him off into space because of the deaths that he had committed on Calaton had made him unworthy of being buried on the planet. Drifting through space, he crash-landed on Earth millennia ago until eventually he had found his way out of the pod by freeing one arm. And at that point, he went on a rampage, killing any living thing that came in his way. Grabbing the attention of the Justice League, he managed to take them all out with only one hand. And not only that, but when he got the attention of Superman, he found out that Superman's strength compared to Doomsday was evenly matched, if not even stronger. But it was actually the Justice League member Booster Gold that gave him his name by saying, "We've never faced anything like this before. It's almost like Doomsday has come to us." And from then on, they decided to call him Doomsday. But eventually, the two massive Kryptonians, Superman and Doomsday, had managed to wear each other down enough to the point where both of them had died. But years later, Doomsday returned even stronger than before, and he would not be able to die the same way again. But Superman also returned as well, but we did get some new characters coming, since we got characters like Steel, which is a pretty good one, trying to take Superman's place whilst he was gone. But there were many different versions of Doomsday. Like, there's one where all the bony spikes that are coming off of his body are made completely of kryptonite. And that, in my book, is pretty cool. Pretty freaking cool. Now, he can't fly, but he can leap insane distances. He has super strength. He's immune to telepathic abilities, so his mind can't be taken over. He's defiable of death, as we already know. But Doomsday has become so popular, he's made his way into several different forms of media, like in the Justice League Unlimited series from 2001 to 6, to the animated film Superman Doomsday back in 2007, and also Superman Batman Apocalypse, but that was just Darkseid replicating Doomsday with weaker clones. But we finally saw him on the big screen in 2016's Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice. I do love Doomsday so much. He's my favorite DC villain, but I have to admit, I wasn't so happy with the one in Batman v Superman. The spikes weren't big enough, and Doomsday does not shoot lasers out of his face. We've also seen him in the Injustice Gods Among Us Xbox game. I say Xbox, it's also on PS3. But anyway, that's it, guys. I will be giving you a top 10 list this week, but the next time I do these origin stories, it's going to be 5 at a time. Alright? So the whole of next week is going to be one origin story a day, and then the week after is going to be a top 10 list. Alright then, be sure to like and subscribe and comment what you think down below. And I'll see you guys later.